to open it with Celebrate to me. Hello, it's Dr. Phil here. Wee. The place is absolutely buzzing because I'm trying to get all of my stuff done. Oh, and just in case you're interested, I bought this from eBay, and it was really cheap. It was like $10 or so. All that RAM. That's a lot of gold. But I then found this on the side of the road. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that into a server, but that's a different story. We're going to go and find some other things. How did that get there? Right. Okay, what do we got here? We've got ourselves a lovely thing. We're in the middle of the chaos at the moment, so I'm not going to show you around the house. Eventually I'll show you around the house, don't you worry. You'll get the full guided tour. But until I can get some things under control. Yeah. You're not going to get it. Nice refreshing drink, I say. We just have a nice, good, refreshing drink. Now, I'm not going to show you what I do to do the vacuuming because, well, you wouldn't believe me anyway. And it's too late at night to do such a thing. Instead, I'm going to go make a hell of a noise with the Opal machine. That sounds like a lot more fun. Here we go. So, what have we got here? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves a new Ozito machine. And we will be going outside and we'll be using it in a very Ozito fashion. I'm really quite disappointed. I'm looking at the house. I've done an awful lot of cleaning. The place still looks like a bomb hit it. Basically, imagine a bomb hits a house of ill repute, and then a cat gets released, and yeah, that's my house at the moment. But it's not because I'm being lazy, it's because I'm being vigilant, diligent. I'm being something. Not that. I'm being something. Here we go. Right. Now what I've decided to do is to not do the yawa nuts because they're annoying. We'll do them later. So those guys, I know they look like turds. They're not. Yawa nuts. And I can tell you almost instantly these aren't any good. They're hollow, basically. Crack them open. We'll leave them. Basically, if I soak them in water for a little while, they'll just come apart. Now, here is our contraption. And this, hands on our heart. Bum, ba, bum. 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 Bum, bum, bum. Hello there, Craig. How are you doing? And I'm about to remove a good and faithful servant from my Opal rig. Here it is. I'll just flip it like this. Hopefully you'll see it as it's coming off. That'll do. I'm coping. Been having an interesting time with a whole heap of things. If I told you really what was going on, you literally would not believe me. It's that unbelievable. But it involves me catching a major corporation with their pants down. You wouldn't read about it, I swear. So, you know, power corporations are all very, very truthful. That's the machine. Now, the reason why I'm taking this and getting rid of it is, well, I'm not getting rid of it. It's going to be a spare. The reason why I'm doing that is because it's basically possessed. And what I'll do is I'll open it up and we'll have a look. The potentiometer in there, and trust me, I'm not a technically minded person. I'm just a tinkerer. But when we open this up, it's got some Phillips screws, and we'll find that the potentiometer here will have something bridging it just in there. There'll be something bridging, something causing a problem, and once we fix that up, it'll probably start working again. So we can either do that now, or we can do some opals. It's entirely up to us, really. First things first, though, let's get this away, and then we'll attach a new one. The thought that's occurred to me is the amount of these things that I actually go through, quite impressive. And this is the most expensive one thus far, $70. Previously, I was able to catch the previous model as they were liquidating them, basically, because they were getting rid of their old stock to get the new model out. $7 if I remember correctly, maybe even $6. So I bought 2 of them. At the time, I was quite poor. I was annoyed, and when I got back, I managed to scrape some money together. I went back to the hardware store. They were all gone, obviously, because it was such a good deal. So I then went to a second-hand store and bought one, which is this guy, and that worked really well. It was possessed. I know why they sold it. But you see, the thing about it is, I'm pretty certain I know what the problem is. The thing is, though, it is a pretty vital tool for what I'm using, and so I can't skimp on it. I'm going to have to go buy a new one, so I did. Let's go have a look at it, shall we? So here we have the Ozito. I'm not sponsored by these people, by the way. I've just used them all the time. If anybody is Ozito, I'm using it all the time, and you give me more and I'll advertise them. Did you hear that, Ozito? I don't know. What do they call them in the States anyway? It's probably Milwaukee or one of those brands. We have different shaped PowerPoint. Actually, here's... G'day, Alison. If you're from the States, you probably wouldn't know what a Australian PowerPoint looks like, would you? So, let me just show you. There you go. That's an Australian PowerPoint. In case you were interested. Now, normally they're 3 pins, and you'll notice that they're coded here so that you can't accidentally bridge it whilst you're putting it... Like, you can't touch it with your finger whilst you're popping it in and accidentally lose yourself. Hello there, Admir Ferrati. I hope I got that name right. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I sometimes try to guess where the people come from, but I've come across her a few times because if you say, shall we say, the wrong country, and it happens to be a country which is not popular with the person, you're in for a bruising. That's the thing. Got another cable tie that I have to deal with. And look at that, all of those burrs, they're kind of okay, but I don't need most of it. We'll see how we go. But I should keep these, they're quite good. Basically, I use up the Dremels before I use up all the stuff on the Dremels. Oh, I've got all it. Okay, I think they're sintered. We've got some small sintered burrs. That's not too bad. Yeah, I'll show you. They won't be high quality, don't get me wrong. But this guy, it looks sintered. It could just be electroplated. Whoop. There you go. Could just be electroplated. So I'm not anticipating these things lasting for very long, but we'll see. It could be sintered as well. Might give them a bit of a go, but most likely we'll just be getting this bad boy out, the machine itself, because we've got kind of a bit of an ecosystem for it. The moment I showed you the Australian PowerPoint, everyone was weirded out from the looks of things. Oh, I can't cope with a plug like that. See you around. There we go. Right, she's up and she's out. Now, should I replace the head? We'll find out. I think it'll be right. We just got to get rid of the I'll show you the other one wherever it's gone. You have to get rid of parts of it just to make it compatible, but it should work out just fine. Got a new flex head too, which is probably going to be handy because those things burn out as much as the drills do themselves. So this is what it looks like here. This is what it looks like here. It's got this little collar here. Got to get rid of that. That was tough. Now all we need to do is just essentially plug this thing in. Now I've got to check to see if there's any basically any burrs, because the previous version, how do I put this politely, I was not kind to it. So just pop that in there like so. Push the little lever here and then twist it in. Now what I'll also do is I've got my handy dandy tightener on a lanyard for such emergencies, and I've realized of all the things that I always lose, I lose these. So it's on a lanyard. I'm not gonna lose it again. Famous last words, I reckon. Right. Now what I'll do is I will rotate it in. Easier than previously because there we go. Now I'll give you a few features. You'll notice that there's this thing here. What I'm trying to do is protect the flex shaft. I'm trying to keep it as rigid as possible for as long as possible. Good reasons for that. Secret reasons. No. Basically, they need to be rigid so that the flex shaft itself is protected. So I'll flip that around because I'm trying to just make sure I've got the right. As a matter of fact, I think that's not secure enough from my perspective. I will quickly get a... I'll just use this. Just another millimetre or so, or a 1/16 of an inch, whatever you want to call it, just to give it a little bit more leeway. That works a lot better. Now, so that's what it's got. It's just hanging over there. That should work out okay. I could get a cup hook. I'm seriously considering a cup hook actually, because that would save a lot of problems. But for the time being, that'll just work. So we've got it all ready to go. All I need to do is just undo this little doobie here, and I can do that this way. There we go. Off that goes. Last thing I'll do is I'll bring in a washerator, a high pressure cleaner. And what I can also do is bring this through here. The reason I'm bringing it through is because that'll give it another layer of security to stop it from falling down into the water, which is probably a bad thing. I haven't done all of the math, but I'm pretty certain that electrons are bad in water. Okay. Bring it through, and we'll have the final. Ah, that's bad. That's an opal that I did not want to drop. Possibly worth thousands. Let's have a look at it. Survived it. Yes, that is worth a lot of money. I'll show you in a second. All right, flipping it around. Right, so here is our plug, and as I was pointing out before, that's an Australian plug. There's also an earth or a ground plug on this side, and you've got your positives and your negatives and all your other IVs. Do I know about them? Not really. That's going to 6. We do not want it at 6. We want it at much less than 6. We'll leave it at that. Now, the other thing we've got to do is we've got to just make sure that this is as straight as possible. Because not straight means... No, I dropped it again. Oh, really, that's not a good spot to have it. Okay, so... Well, ordinarily I'm not doing this. So basically what we've got is this is attached to here. We'll do the quick test, see if it works. Is there anything that's stopping it working? Be prepared to turn it off. Right, what's going on there? I would say that it is it the... That is definitely plugged in. I would say it's some resistance here. So let me just put this down here for a second. We'll find out what it is. It's actually quite warm tonight. There is definitely... Oh, hang on. I know what the problem is. I'm a bit silly. There we go. Helps if you turn it on. That's a pro tip. Look at that. Alright, let's turn the water on, see what happens. There we go, functional system. I will now go get some cleaning agents. I'll be 5 seconds. Fortunately, I have this. Let's get it down there. And this over the wheel, so we've just got something. Right. I do apologise because I'm testing it out. Everything's a bit disorganised. So before we do the real value, let's try one of these bad boys. What I do, that's a shell. Right. Just turn it up a bit.
The lasting legacy of the previous one was blunting this particular Dremel bit.
Oh, it's not lost.
Got to stop myself. When I'm looking underneath, that means that I've got a problem. So of all of the things, a moth just startled me. Like there are spiders, snakes, whatever. Moth. So here's the real question. You can see the colour that's coming through. But do I eliminate that shell texture just to get the colour on? Ooh, that's a real tough one. I'm hopeful that once we get this cleaned away, we might be able to use the other side and keep the shells, because that would be preferable. Have a gem which actually works as a decorative object and a scientific piece. That'd be brilliant. As it stands, I think it's a bit too small to tell you anything. I can tell you there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 years old, roughly, whatever it is. They're just like trees, really. You cut them in half and count the rings. Trees and sworn enemies, all the same. But I do believe that it's not rings that you count with some of them. I think it's screams. But you know, you get a general gist. So me, I'm a statistician, right? I'm not going to say much, but like, I'm in a really weird position at the moment. I managed to catch an organisation complete with their pants down, so to speak. I wasn't expecting to, but I'm in a position where I've got a lot of data on them. And I'm like, what do I do with that data? Do I use it or not? Exactly the reverse position of what most humans are. You know how the corporations usually have huge amounts of data on you. Me, reverse. It's not just any data, it's evidence of naughtiness. And I'm going, do I use it or do I not? That's my question. And here's my other question. You can use it two ways. One of them is civil, which basically gives you lots and lots of money, which is wonderful. I like that. But criminal means that whatever they've done wrong, whatever it is, the actual board of the company get punished. They get prison time. But you get no money. How's that for a choice? Ethical or wealthy? What would you choose? Would you choose ethical or would you choose wealthy? I'm going to have to replace this blade because it's just useless. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do? Do I behave ethically or do I behave selfishly? Absolutely nothing outside. I am going to change the blade. I've only got one left. So what happens if that blade goes fucked? We're in trouble. That's what happens. Genuinely just not making a difference on here. Bonsoir. Bonjour, monsieur. hopeless. Look at that. The machine itself ain't hopeless. It's just the blade. I think the blade is completely gone. What I might do is reverse it though. You can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, brief interlude whilst I replace the end thing, the end thing, the blade. Won't take too long. Where are we? Got to get this. One day the mountain boys are getting, but the Lord never will. I don't know why I'm singing that song. Just a good old boy. I never mean no harm. Somehow I don't know the rest of the song. Yeehaw! There you go. Interesting little ditty that, isn't it? Because like there's a lot of memeage there. Just exposing the correct part of the Come on, you know where you are. This is what happens when you don't call Bob the unmotivated engineer. You suddenly run into trouble. Did someone call one? No. I don't have a spare $1 million. Haven't sued any major corporations yet. There it is. Oh, you're lucky. Oh, no, I'm just good, mate. I'm just good. Don't tell him, guys. Don't tell him. It'll cost me like $1 billion. There it is. In you go. See, could do it without Bob the unmotivated engineer. Why do I need Bob the unmotivated engineer now? Stuck. Gee. Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm not saying. Shut up, you. Here we go. Now, let's have a look at what it's looking like. Because I suspect there's an issue here. Oh, look at that. It's like a baby's bum. Look at that. Completely clean. No wonder I wasn't doing nothing. Oh, that's a little bit dodge. I'm just having a look at the other side. It's not much better, you know. Well, we'll get mileage out of it. We have to. I've got some other blades on order, but I've only got one blade left. That has to be the emergency blade. The emergency blade. So, until such a time as emergency blade is no longer an emergency blade, I have to just muddle on with what I've got.
There we go. Open up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it around, and hopefully that flip aroundy action is going to do enough. It's just a good old blade, and never meaning no harm. Maybe the diamonds have come off it, but the metal never will. Just a good old blade. And there you go. Dukes of Hazzard song seems to get people coming along. 40 of you, just to listen to the good old buzz. Because that's all I know. I know no meaning, never meaning no harm. And then someday the Mountain Boys will get them, I think, but the Law never will. That's about it. That's my Dukes of Hazzard knowledge done, dusted. But it's going through my head. I just got just a good old boys. I'm like, why do I have the Dukes of Hazzard in my head? Da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. Okay. Should be good enough. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? So I've swapped the blade around with a comically shiny side. Suppose we can use that for polishing. We could try oh, come on, Phil. We could try that out, you know. We could try putting a polishing medium on one of these guys. Just like so. Never know, it might work. Probably won't, but it might. Maybe I should plug it in. There we go, and without an unmotivated engineer in sight. I was here all the time. Shut up. Just a good old boys. Ah! What is wrong with my head? So I'll just quickly flip that on. So basically what I've done there is I've turned that into an impromptu polishing thing. Find out if that even works. But we can turneth on. Turneth on water, turneth on everything else. It's missing now.
have to take my word for it. It's glittering away here. Not a bad stone now. And we this guy, absolutely no doubt about it, something else. Quite an amazing over this one stone. See? It's got to be very cautious the way that I cut it. High fragility is what I can feel. You know, this is going to crack at a moment's notice. It's very nerve-wracking, this one. It's going to whiten the bench. Oh, 4 likes, thank you. Sorry that I didn't notice before. Should always call out and thank my likes because you don't have to do it. There you go, look at that. All I need to do is get rid of that divot. I'm going to just have to do it this way. I wanted to cut it. I'm going to have to grind it. Not my preferred option, I guarantee it. Oh, hello there guys, how you doing? New machine. Welcome everybody to collaboration of Curiosity Is, or Adele, or the Opal guy, or Bob apparently. He's done, he's good. It is, isn't it? I broke one. One had been going on for yonks, and I broke it. I accidentally pushed the brushes into the housing and smashed them. Ah. Yeah, don't do that. Just a thought. Introduce yourself to Craig Posh? Yes. Destroy a Dremel? No. Oh, that's all right. You don't have to talk to me, Opal Guy. You just sit here and watch whilst I'm out here in the cold, just cutting opals for no reason. Now for 10 points, I'll do the gaslighting. Feel confident to crank it up a little bit. On the Dremel front, it's not really that surprising. I do work them pretty hard. And the one that just broke, I had bought it second hand. Now, if I had all the blades in the world, you know what I'd be doing right now? That's right, starting a movie franchise. Now, only the fastest eyes would have spotted that. The moment when I nearly shattered the whole thing. how you doing? Going to cut it a little wee bit deeper. I'm not particularly happy about the concert, but I'll do it anyway. I also think doming is important here, so I'm going to try and do it all the way through. So someone was telling me that like all of the governments have been taken over by the Izan people. Do you know anything about that, Julie? Or was that Lisbon? I can't remember. Smash alike, like all the Opals they smash. Oh, 6 likes. There you go, Opal guy. At least something happened. Thank you, whoever that was. Now I'm shaping it because it's a good opal. You're better off giving it a more traditional shape, that's all. If you're wondering what I was doing. I'm turning up a little bit. Let's just get rid of the Vaseline effect again. Saw it here first, folks. Here it is. Very interesting structure too. Don't see very many of them. Let's just take the top off this and see what happens. We're going in, sir. That's disappointing. Nothing. What I'm doing is I'm looking for a quick one. Most of these are epics, so I can't use them. I can use them later. Here we go. Right here. Let's have a look, shall we? Maybe you need to be able to have a look first. There you go. Right. Here comes the opal into the opal mine. Not all that good. But that's the whole idea of these things. You just kind of feel your way around, see what you can find. So in the end, not particularly great, but let's have a look at it. You can look with me. Have a look at it behind the light, because that's when you get the look at that. Beautiful. So what we'll do is we'll just have a look at that final piece. I know it's not much. As a matter of fact, you can see a lot of it. Okay, cool. Did you see that? You can see there's huge amounts there. So I might even be able to snap it here. No. That'd be too easy. Let's see. Can we find any other pieces? So all of that is good, but the other side is bad. Well, maybe not bad, but not as much value, put it that way. So probably got about that much opal there. That's a pretty decent sized opal. But we'll do that tomorrow. So look at this bad boy. How's it going? That one looks okay. Probably need to finish that one off too. I think that's enough. Let's off we get. So the new opal machine, you went all right. I nearly made a burping noise. That would have been embarrassing. But birdie. Here we go. Ah, dear. Zoom in. Ah! There we go. Let's see if we can get a nice shot of the birds. So that is Loki's cage, that's Max's cage. And then move out a little bit. Let's just so you got all of the action.
Can you even see, Max? No, you can't. Yeah, may as well do it this way. Hello, Max. Let's scratch your... Oh, there we go. Now, it sounds a little bit crass, guys, but September 11th, I'm declaring that to be these birds' birthdays. It's been ever since I actually got them. I actually met Loki. Did I meet her on September 11th? No, I didn't. I met her a few weeks afterwards. That makes sense because she fledged. I'm pretty certain her birthday is on or about September 11. And that kind of makes sense because that's in line with the cockatoo's breeding cycle. So, not quite, but it works. And because they all breed roughly at the same time, it's a good chance that Max is the same guy on a birthday. Come here, buddy. Here you go. There we are. Good work. There you are. He's getting quite mellow. The other day, he very nearly climbed on my arm. Sorry, bud. Now, I started to think, like, I have the cages on a schedule. I cleaned Max's cage today, and Loki's is tomorrow. So Loki still looks like a bit of a bomb site. And ponies, I did hers like 2-3 days ago, something like that. That's kind of how I do it. I kind of do a round robin on their cages, or sometimes I will clean their cages all together, and I'll usually live stream it or something like that just to show people what it's like to clean a bird cage. Look at Loki. It's behind the head. It's very interesting. Their head almost feels like a bullet. It kind of tapers off rather quickly. It's very aerodynamic, I reckon. So her jaw's just here. She's loving that. Oh yeah, loving that. So did I right under there, Daddy. Yeah, that's the way. Get it right here. Oh, Max is really, really jealous. Max is jealous. All right. Hang on. I get it. Is that what you want? Wants a bit of freedom? You had some freedom earlier on today, didn't you? It's all right. You can come out. Oh. Come on. Come on. Where'd you get? Yeah, come on. Yeah. Do I have to bring the thing out? The place is a mess. Good bird. Like he's feeling the stress now. Big old male. Like being in the dominant position? Or are you keeping cocky for us? Keeping cocky? Just so that you know, ladies and gentlemen, keeping cocky is actually something that birds do, especially these parrots. Whenever they're in the wild, you'll always notice that there'll be a flock of them just sitting around grazing, and one of them will be up in a tree, really high up on a branch somewhere. It's called keeping cocky. That means that if there's a problem, the one that's high up will be able to tell. And they give out a warning call. It's a very distinct warning call. Sounds kind of like, well, I don't know, worst sound in the world. I mean, it's very, very effective as a warning call. The only trouble with these birds is that their other calls aren't that different to the warning call. Really attractive birds, really horrible sounds sometimes. I know, don't listen to me, I'm just explaining it, all right? Yeah. He's absolutely loving that. Don't give me stink eye. Don't give me stink eye. I know what you're doing. You're doing the stink eye. There's like 5 seconds between stink eye and bite. You know that. Bit of feather preening there. Oh, hello, Pony. Sitting under there. Now, believe me, I did clean her cage. It just doesn't look. Come here, come here. Oh, I think I know. I think I know. I think I know. Come here, come here, come here. Look at that. She's being a bit vicious. No, she's being affectionate, actually. Come here. I got you. I got you. Come on. It's all good. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Now, did you see that, ladies and gentlemen? That's absolutely amazing. There you go, Pony. Do you want to go back down on the ground? There you go. Sorry, just let it go. That was absolutely amazing. Now, I didn't realise, but that seems like Pony has got the ability to speak. I had no idea. And I swear on the grave of all the executives of OpenAI, I mean, no one in particular, that it was not me, it was the bird. So you must like, you must subscribe. Of course you must. Don't you agree, Max? Yeah, that's right. Do you agree? Don't shake your head. Don't listen to Max. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. Anyway, that is pretty much the Opal show for today. Pony's gone back to lying down. Max is just being Max. And I'll be me. That sounds like a good plan. Loki, who will you be? Loki? Gonna be Loki? Okay, fair enough. We got our stuff sorted out. I want you guys to have a lovely evening. Hooroo, as they say in Australia. Not really. Dr. Phil out. See ya.